Detail. Attention. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who are able, please rise for the rendering of military honors. Detail. You may be seated. President of the United States, the United States Navy, and a grateful nation. Please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your loved ones' honor and faithful service. Detail left, please.
So beautiful ceremony. Trying to call you. Gordon would have appreciated so much seeing all of you here. All these good friends. And I'm going to introduce some family here for those of you who might not know. This is Neil Whitaker and Paul Whitaker, son, grandson from Portland. And then my son, Hutchinson, married, he's a photographer. His husband, George. Those are the family here. And then the rest of your friends, golfer friends, bridge friends, neighbors, friends that go way back. A friend from California that I've known for 35 years, flew over and lived back here. And so all of you meant a lot to Gordon. So appreciative your being here. We did have a gathering at the house, and many of you were there. But if any of you who were there or weren't there want to say anything you want to share, any memory you have of Gordon or anything, we'll take a couple minutes here to do that. And then Gordon's son Neil brought his guitar, so he's going to play a song called I Remember that he played at our wedding 31 years ago. So that'll be fun. And then he will continue to play, and you can mingle and visit as you want. We're going to try to, those of you who want to gather at the Rustic Cafe. If you came up Cave Creek Road, you might have seen that. It's in that kind of shopping area just north of the 101. And they serve breakfast all day, so, or if you want to have coffee. So anybody that's available, some of you have places to go, I understand. We're going to go down there and some of us can just share some thoughts. So anybody that didn't get a chance last time or thinks of something else or wasn't here last time, Dan?
I'm a member of Coronado Golf Club, and so, as you know, Gordon was a golfer, and he wasn't just any golfer. Gordon was good, and he had a sweet swing that in the last few years has been shortened to about half, but he still had a sweet swing, and he was one of the best golfers out there. But the thing we like about golf is that you can really tell a lot about a person when you golf with him. And you can't always know what he knows, because Gordon knew a lot. He was an expert witness, but what you do find is what people find important, what they think is important in life. That comes out when you play golf with him. And Gordon cared about his family. He cared about Purdue. He was a wry, droll person that was very intelligent, thought of all points of view, and we all loved him. And I know everybody here loved him. So he was one of the world's finest people. He and I talked not too long ago. We talked politics, and Gordon and I thought that each of us were broad-minded. We both agreed with that about the two of us are very broad-minded, we thought. And Gordon was a Hoosier. And Hoosiers are kind of understated people in a way. They're not boastful. And Gordon let other people brag on him. And a lot of people bragged on Gordon Whitaker. One of the world's great human beings. I really loved him.
Thank you. That was lovely. I really appreciated that. Yeah, he loved all the golfer guys. Huh?
Yeah. My name's Bob, and I golf with Gordon a lot. And there's only one thing I have to say. Adios, Kiwasabi.
I'm Arlene, and I'm actually a friend of Mary's through bridge and golf. We moved here not so long ago, and they invited us to join them on a, I think it's called a Nine and Dine outing at Silverado. And my husband, who really didn't know very many people here at the time, I got to know Gordon socially, and we just found him to be such a gentleman. And even though he was a Big Ten school, us gophers and Purdue had our meetings every once in a while, but it was always in good jest when we're talking about which team was going to make it to tournaments and stuff. But anyway, Gordon was just a very sweet man, and we're just very fortunate to have met him. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm Sandy Back, and my ex-husband and I used to golf with Gordon and Mary. And the one thing he never did was make fun of my Hawkeyes when I wore my Hawkeye shirt. Even though I did try to bait him about Purdue a few times when we were having a good season, and he never made fun of my golf. And he could have and should have, and he never once was negative. I believe one time he complimented my outfit and said, you know, it's good to at least look good.
If nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah, he and I would joke about that too. The golf stinks, but at least we look pretty good. We're dressed for golf.
Can you imagine Gordon being an expert witness, being talked to and examined by an attorney that wasn't very bright? And he's told me some stories. He actually said to one of them, "Are you sure you passed the bar?"
I can see him.
I can hear him saying that.
Yeah. All right, well, with a twinkle in his eye and a nice smile. Are you sure you passed the bar?
Anybody else have a?
I was a regular bridge partner with Gordon on Sunday nights. It was kind of a social thing we did periodically. Someone named Charlie, who some of you might know, who's passed away now. And so it got to the point where every time that Gordon and I started as partners, we would do terribly. So he demanded that no more could I be his first partner in the rotation. As usual, taking care of himself.
One of them had to change seats so they wouldn't be partners to start with. They felt like they were jinxed.
I guess this is another bridge story. I'm Allison Ewing, and Roger and I played bridge with Mary and Gordon. And you know, when you play bridge, you want to make sure everybody has the drink of their choice. Well, Gordon liked non-alcoholic beer, and Roger kept trying to get the brand that he wanted. And he must have bought like 6 different brands, and now he's drinking all of them. Because most of them were not Gordon's favorites. So it's kind of like every time he has a beer, one of the non-alcoholic beers, he thinks of Gordon. And we can continue to do that.
There were times when poor Gordon was my partner in bridge, because, you know, it's like, how many conventions do I know? I only know the Geneva Convention. I start out with 2 clubs, and does that really mean 2 clubs? Or is it something else you prefer? Really, meaning 2 clubs.
My name is Gordon also, and my significant other and I would go out on Friday mornings and play 9 holes in Coronado. And she noticed the sign in there about taking members. And she said, "You ought to join up." And I thought, well, maybe I will. And she passed away in 2016, and I joined right after that. And that was one of the best things she ever did for me. Because these are the finest group of guys that you would ever want to meet, all of them. They're just interesting to know, they're fun to play golf with, and she couldn't have done me a better favor than having me join up with you good group of guys.
You added to it, Gordon.
Gordon would second that, I'm sure, that he played on Wednesday and Saturday mornings. We got it all winter long, and some of the summer too. And those were the highlights of his week here in the later years, was getting together with the guys. It wasn't just playing golf, it was shooting the breeze, right? And ribbing each other about things, so
I don't know one thing about Gordon, excuse me for not standing up, but my back is sore. Anyway.
Oh, go.
No, I'm standing up. Anyway, he complained about, not too many things, but one thing he would complain about is where you stood when he was teeing off. You couldn't stand behind him.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Or playing. You couldn't stand over in his sight. you know, when he could see you there, you know, but he would tell you, would you mind moving?
Oh, yeah.
On the putting,
I moved a lot more.
on the putting green, he didn't want anybody
No,
to
no,
do
no.
in the putting green.
Gordon knew the rules.
He taught me golf, and I learned all these things.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you
Don't do
did.
this and do that, and don't park the cart between the tee and the green, and all those things when I was learning to play golf.
Oh, also, don't pick up the flag until I'm through putting.
Right, right. He didn't like somebody
I
to
still
stand there
remember
holding
that.
the flag while he was putting.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
distracting too. So he was serious about his golf.
No, that's because he was good.
He was good. He was serious, and he started when he was 11 years old caddying, and he would tell me that the boys would carry 2 bags, one on each shoulder when they were caddying. It was like, oh my gosh. Maybe the bags weren't quite as heavy then.
You're right.
I don't know. That would be pretty tough to do. But then, yeah, he started playing then not long after that and played till he was about 87 and a half. It was the love of his life. Anybody else? Any thoughts you want to share? Kid?
I met Gordon through Mary. Mary was active in a group called Men at Hearts, which was is still a group for heart survivors. And I found him to be very compassionate, very caring, and a genuinely good person. And I was very glad to have had the opportunity to meet him.
Anybody else? So Neil's gonna play. He's gonna play the song I remember that he played at our wedding 31 years ago. We had a very small wedding, just family and a couple of friends later.
And where was that?
It was at do you know where Remington's was?
Sure.
They've closed
Scottsdale
now.
Road?
Yeah, there. It was a casita back in the back. We rented a casita and had just a small little wedding there. And then we all had dinner at Remington's restaurant. It was really nice. So Gordon has 4 other children, but none of them were able to come back for this ceremony. So Neil represents his brothers and sisters, and Paul represents 10 grandchildren. And then he had 2 great-grandchildren. So this is, I remember, his call, and then he'll keep playing, and you can mingle. And when they said we didn't have, we were supposed to have it till 10:30, but there's no other group coming in, so there's no rush to leave. So whenever you need to head on out.
Thanks for everybody for coming. I'll try to play, but my hands are kind of cold. So.
lovely.
Very nice.
Mary, you were at our wedding too, weren't you?
Yeah.
Brenna was at the wedding, and Layla was at the wedding, and of course, all their children were at the wedding, so, this is the urn, and, it will be buried in a lot, kind of way out that way. And then after a few hours, we can go see where it's buried, but not right now. And it's quite an honor, I think, to be able to be buried out here in this cemetery that honors veterans. Gordon loved to wear his Korean War hat. You'll probably have to start wearing it. He would get people coming up saying, "Thank you for your service." And as I said Sunday when some of you were there, once in a while somebody would pay for our dinner. We were at the Reagan Library in California one time, going through the line, getting our lunch, and we were getting ready to pay, and there was another line over there on the other side. And they all said, "Oh, it's already been paid for." I said, "What?" And she said, "That man," he was standing over the other line, "that man paid for your lunch." It's really nice. And that happened 2 or 3 times. Sometimes anonymously. We were Manuel's, and we got ready to pay the bill. They said, "Gentleman paid for it. He doesn't want to be identified who he is." I said, so any other thoughts or anything anybody wants to say? Why don't you just stay and listen a little bit for a few minutes to Neil's going to play a couple songs and just kind of mingle and talk and share memories and keep warm. Move around. You warm up a little bit. Keep it warm.